All right, you know the Jets are having a rough season when their mid-December headlines have nothing to do with what is happening on the field and everything to do with a halftime kicking contest. Yes, a halftime kicking contest. The Jets, 3-12 overall, on the verge of clinching another season no one here wants to talk about, and instead, they almost managed to piss off their own fans over, get this, a field goal. So, here's the deal. 1 week ago, the Jets announced that season ticket holder and superfan Ashley Castanio-Gervasi, a Long Island math teacher, lifelong Jet supporter, former Division I soccer goalkeeper, and current high school coach, had qualified for the team's Kick for Cash halftime challenge. She nailed the qualifying kick at a tailgate event in October, and the organization publicly promoted her participation for Sunday's game against the Patriots. Fans were genuinely excited. It was a feel-good story, as Ashley hoped to take on the challenge in honor of her late father. Then, out of nowhere this week, the Jets, they moved the goalposts, pulled her invitation, and told her she wasn't allowed to compete. Why? Because she's listed as a coach, and somewhere deep in the fine print of a contest rulebook or insurance policy, there's an odd clause saying no current coaches or recent athletes can participate. Never mind that she'd already been recruited, vetted, and had her background disclosed months earlier. And this is where it gets worse. The Jets offered her a custom jersey and a $100 gift card, while her family and friends, they chose to boycott the game in protest, as they should. Now, that's not good PR. That's tone deaf. Well, the backlash, it was immediate. Fans were blowing up on social media with hashtag #LetHerKick. Former Jets like Damian Woody and media voices like Pat McAfee, they weighed in as social sentiment trended negative toward an organization that's already struggling. Well, with gangrene now under pressure, the Jets, they reversed course. They're now allowing Castanio-Gervasi to kick during halftime on Sunday, admitting the whole thing was a misunderstanding. Now, that's a win for Ashley and a face-saving moment for the franchise. But here's the larger point. This debacle isn't just about a technicality. It highlights a pattern, a franchise that can't get its own house in order, from front office decisions to on-field production, suddenly making national headlines not for players, not for wins, but for mishandling a fan contest. With a 3-12 record and playoff hopes long dead, the only thing you think they could control is something as simple as a field goal challenge, but they fumbled that. So, as the Jets head back to MetLife this weekend, the only question might be, will Ashley make the kick? And I really, really hope that she nails it, as she absolutely deserves a win here, because the way this organization has handled this story, anything's more likely than a Jets win this season.